How did the CIA go from a government agency to conducting secret experiments on unsuspecting citizens? This is the terrifying story of MKUltra. In the 1950s, during the height of the Cold War, the US government was desperate to stay ahead of the Soviet Union in psychological warfare. The CIA believed the key to success lay in controlling the human mind. That's when they launched MKUltra, a top-secret program that would become one of the most controversial projects in US history.
The CIA spent 25 years and $25 million on secret mind control research. Brainwashing could be a powerful ideological weapon, and the US had to have it.
MKUltra officially began in 1953, led by Dr. Sidney Gottlieb. Its goal? To develop mind control techniques for interrogation and espionage. To do this, the CIA conducted experiments involving hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and their drug of choice, LSD. But what made these experiments truly sinister was that many participants had no idea they were part of the program. One of the most infamous cases involved Frank Olson, a CIA scientist who was unknowingly given LSD by his colleagues. Days later, Olson fell to his death from a hotel window in New York City. His family and many others believe he was murdered to cover up the experiment.
Olson left behind a widow, Alice, and 3 children, but it would be years before they learned the real story of his death.
In Montreal, Canada, Dr. Ewan Cameron conducted horrifying experiments on patients, funded by the CIA. Patients were subjected to something called psychic driving, where they were sedated and forced to listen to repeated recorded messages for hours, even days. Many of them left permanently damaged, unable to recall their own identities. One of the most shocking parts of MKUltra was Operation Midnight Climax, where the agency set up secret safe houses in cities like San Francisco and New York. Here, CIA agents hired prostitutes to lure unsuspecting men into these locations. Once inside, the men were secretly dosed with LSD, all without their consent. The rooms were rigged with two-way mirrors, allowing CIA operatives to observe and record the effects of the drug. These experiments often spiraled out of control as the agents themselves indulged in drinking and inappropriate behavior, treating the operations more like a frat party than scientific research. The purpose? To study how people would behave under the influence of LSD in compromising or coercive situations. But the reality was far from ethical. These men had no idea they were guinea pigs in a government experiment, and many left the safe houses deeply traumatized. In the 1970s, investigative journalists uncovered the existence of MKUltra, leading to congressional hearings. But by that time, most of the records had been destroyed. Still, what little evidence remained revealed chilling details: children used as test subjects, experiments in brainwashing, and psychological torture. Despite the public outcry, no one was ever held accountable.
This is the headquarters of the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States government.
At no time has the CIA engaged in any political activity or any intelligence activity that was not approved at the highest level.
MKUltra serves as a grim reminder of what can happen when power goes unchecked. It violated human rights, destroyed lives, and left a legacy of distrust in government institutions. Even today, questions linger. Could similar programs still exist under different names? If you found this story about MKUltra as mind-bending as we did, hit that subscribe button and join us for more fascinating and unsettling stories from history.